The old heads are beefing. Yes, the old heads. The old heads are beefing. You know how it's usually the ladies who are all up in the drama, who we are always talking about on the blogs, who we are always talking about here on YouTube, who we are always going in on, it's usually Krishan and them, Tamar and them. It's somebody else. It is never the unks, but Club Shay. Oh, you messy motherfucking club. You done brought Katt Williams on there to show his goddamn ass. Oh, this was good. This was good. What's up, my friends, and welcome back once again to the Just Case and Brand. I'm your homegirl. I'm your prima. I'm your tia, Jess. I'm so glad you are here. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notification bells so you hear me first every single time that I come on. And comment down below what you think about this whole situation, because let me tell you, I used to listen to a lot, and I still do, listen to a lot of radio. So the people that Katt Williams was taking his shots at, Steve Harvey, Rickey Smiley, I had already been listening to their morning shows, right? So there's a lot of shit that I found on the morning shows, and I was like, oh shoot, let me put everything together. I have a whole list of who he was attacking because I was able to compile together all this shit. So sit back, relax, comment throughout the video what you think, because this shit is crazy and I can't even take a side because I just was like, look who's being messy now.
Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years. Like, it's like that. Why? Yes. Because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought. I have far less play in me than you would like. And I'm relentless. I'm out there. I'm still to this day.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't it sound like he's like, oh, when he seen me in person, this little nigga was 5'3" and I stand 5'5", 5'6" on a good motherfucking day, and he seen the size, he seen what's up, and he already knew. He ain't even want this. Oh, okay, Katt, okay.
I play 11 games of basketball with a 20-year-old.
You out here, baby?
No one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions?
Oh, that he didn't. He was pointing just at you. He was just saying that you already was on and shit like that. At least that's what I was gathering from it. But also, this clip is older than Club Shay's clip. So even when Kevin Hart did respond, which he did respond recently, all he did was drop the trailer for his recent film that's coming out on February 2nd on Netflix. That's all the nigga did. So he didn't even respond to the shit.
You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. Yeah. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios.
Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant
So you know me,
is?
I was like, let me go look it up. I got to figure out what the definition is. So look at this definition, okay? I was like, oh. And then it showed me pictures of who a plant might be. And I said, oh, with the exception of Cardi B, because you know I fuck with her. I said, oh.
Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Now when he said, is that a happen? Is that happen? I said, I know somebody who been drinking. I know somebody who been motherfucking drinking when you did that. Is that happen? You know what? And he's gonna sit up here and say to me, some shit.
And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies.
You're not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years?
Why y'all think Gary Owen can't cross over? And he already white. He already white. He ain't got to get white. He already white. He can't cross over. Why you think that is, damn it?
Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows.
Ooh. So here's what's coming up. It's Steve Harvey. Now, him and Steve Harvey had beef. Now, Steve Harvey was on Foxhole Radio years and years and years ago. You know, Jamie Foxx used to have Foxhole Radio on Sirius XM. Used to come on at like 4 in the morning. Matter of fact, Claudia Jordan was on there and a couple of other comedians that we see on talk show radio today. So on Foxhole Radio, Steve Harvey came on there because they wanted to clear the air. Like, what's going on? Because you'll hear about it. Let's go.
The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What?
What's up?
Steve, you can say that on our radio show. This is Satellite, man. Be free.
Yeah, you can curse during your prayer.
I can cuss?
You can cuss on the motherfucker on here, Steve.
Hey.
On top of it.
What started the beef?
I'm back.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, I don't know, man. You know, I've always been cool with Katt. He said in an interview that back in L.A. when I didn't know who he was, I mean, you know, I understand that I didn't know who he was when I was on the radio in L.A. You know, he hadn't been in any movies or anything. And, you know, the brother was just not that known, but he was talking about me in the clubs, and I just asked on the radio, whoever Katt Williams is, to call me. He called me. You know, he straightened it out. We became friends. We've been cool ever since. So I thought. And now, you know, all of this here, man, but at the end of the day, here's the deal. When I get to Detroit New Year's Eve, I've done one thing for 23 years. Mm-hmm. I've bred it. I put the butter on my bread with jokes for 23 years. I have 5 DVDs out, and on now one of the DVDs, is it the same subject matter or the same sentence on 5 DVDs?
Wow.
So when I get to Detroit, man, I'm going to bring the same heat that I've been, and I got news for you. When I get to Detroit, I will tell no jokes that's on any of the 5 previous DVDs. I done heard a lot of the interviews that's going on in Detroit. And to be honest with you, like I told you on the show, Jamie, I don't really know where it's coming from. Because, you know, comedians, man, I don't, you know, man, we don't got beefs.
No.
You know, I ain't got my squad ain't finna whoop your squad ass. You know, Jimmy Mack.
My squad can't fight though.
Boomerang. You know, man, that ain't what we do, man. I don't know where that spirit is coming from. I don't know why. You know, man, a lot of this stuff is being said. I'm not a rapper, dog. You ain't got to threaten me, and I ain't got to be threatening you. You go do you, I'm going to do me. And on New Year's Eve in Detroit, it's going to be on and cracking when I get out there. Now, I wish everybody well on the show.
You heard Steve, okay? Katt was out talking shit about Steve. Steve got on his radio show and was like, hey, whoever Katt Williams is, tell him come see about me. And Katt Williams said, for sure. Let's go ahead and see about each other over in Detroit. The other comics got wind of it. That's why Jamie Foxx brought him on Foxhole Radio to keep the controversy going, like Tupac and Biggie when they was beefing. That's what pretty much is happening right here too, right? So they meet up. I couldn't find the footage of Steve Harvey, but I did find the footage of Katt Williams.
Steve Harvey, one time, give it up for Steve Harvey. He's an excellent comedian, the finest we've ever had. But he don't want no parts of this. He came out here with all this money y'all spent on them motherfucking tickets and talked about a lady in the audience for 15 goddamn minutes. That nigga should have talked about me the way I've been to talk about his bitch man. You see that nigga had to take off that lace front high top fade before he came out here to battle me, goddamn. I plays no motherfucking game, Steve. Nigga, I fight dirty. It's a generation gap.
Damn generation
Nigga think he the shit because he was the shit in 1968. Nigga, I'm the shit this evening, my nigga, this evening. I know my niggas is up in here. I ain't got to ask. I ain't scared about being in the motherfucking round. I go round this bitch as long as this bitch go round. Where you at, Steve? Looked at me and said, I don't like him. I said, I don't like him either. Let's fast forward it to when this disrespectful nigga did something called the original Kings of Comedy.
Oh.
As if Richard Pryor didn't live and walk this very street. You gonna be the original King of Comedy, nigga. Did it start with you, you disrespectful son of a bitch? Richard Pryor, not Bill Cosby, Steve Harvey is the original King of Comedy. You's a goddamn lie. How you original and you ain't the first one? Then a nigga told a lie that he didn't know nothing about this. And if you listen to his show, you know that nigga's a liar straight up and down. He waited till I said this was gonna be my last show. After 18 years. He waited for that and saw that as a moment of weakness. And decided he was gonna make it a championship. But then the nigga couldn't sell out the tickets necessary. Do you think that nigga wanted to be here with me this evening? No, he did not. He wanted to be Mr. Frankie Beverly and Maze. He started on January 1st trying to find his hairpiece and his career, because I come to put that motherfucker on the ground. That's what a championship is, my nigga. Give a fuck. Now that I'm done with bitch niggas in my life, some of you may have heard a rumor that for the BET Hip Hop Awards,
Yeah. What you talking
I
about?
lost the breakdancing competition to T-Pain. And this is how he ended up hosting. I'll bring you a few crucial facts about me. One, I am not very tall. Two, I don't hang with niggas that suck dick or breakdance for a living. I don't give a fuck who they are. I got nothing against homosexuals. I just don't hang with them.
Get him, Cat.
I didn't meet T-Pain until the day after the Hip Hop Awards. Look at me in the face so you understand what I'm saying. Because you gotta understand, it's gonna be 2009. It's another fucking year. Some shit is gonna remain the same. The bitch niggas that's in your life telling lies on you, the ones that make sure that anytime they see you happy, they do anything they can to extinguish your motherfucking happiness. Those motherfuckers will remain the same. What needs to change is what the fuck we do about it.
So that's what happened. I don't want to take no sides, but I think that Steve went into this whole championship battle that Katt Williams named out of nowhere, because I do feel like he named that shit out of nowhere. I think Steve went into that thinking to himself that they were just going to prove who could get more laughs out of the audience. And Katt Williams went into it like, nah, nigga, this is a roast battle. We roasting each other. I'm about to talk about your fake ass hair, your wild ass teeth, this, that, the third about you. Like, that's how Katt went into it. Steve was like, we're just on some friendly type of stuff, right? He like, nah, nigga, we come here to roast, bitch ass nigga.
I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life. Cedric doesn't write. He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. 1998, doing this joke, it's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy.
That you couldn't hear the damn thing when it cut off. It looked like this. You flossing in a 6-shift convertible.
we'll drive a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce and a quarter. Nigga, we get us a cigarette, nigga, we be in a space shuttle, nigga, like it's a 72 deuce. Nigga, we get us. What's up, nigga?
Beauty pie, you're the reason why I love you so. I don't want you to go.
Y'all know the only time we turn our music down is when we got a parallel part. That's the only time we gotta concentrate, nigga.
You're rising my day. Hard for me to stay away.
Soon we get in, we turn our shit back up.
It's the exact same joke. Now, I did want to throw in a little razzle dazzle, a little spicy, because not only did Katt Williams have beef with Ced The Entertainer and Steve Harvey, but Mark Curry, yes, hanging with Mr. Cooper, Mark Curry. See, Mark Curry, not only was he super funny in Jamie Foxx, remember when he played that lieutenant and he slid across the floor and everybody broke out fucking laughing, even though it was during the recording, because it was just so motherfucking funny. So hilarious, okay? You remember that? That Mark Curry. So, turns out, Steve Harvey stole a joke from Mark Curry.
Who is Steve, man? Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that. On what show? When he was on the bullshit talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching, somebody called me and said, man, homeboy doing your material. So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. You know, this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you don't have to do that, homeboy. Right. So, you know, motherfucker, you made enough money, bitch ass.
Mama sent us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. We didn't know what we were.
I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell us. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know. That every Halloween I had the same outfit on every year. I just had a brown box. No, it wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. And it was just a brown box.
Let's talk about Rickey Smiley. This is another radio personality that I have listened to for forever. Paternity Test Tuesday, my favorite shit. I feel like I say that often on my channel and on everywhere. And actually, have you subscribed yet? If you haven't, go ahead and do so. Anyway, so now Katt is about to talk about Rickey Smiley. It gets worse.
Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View, and to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My name Lil Dow. You're talking about the special needs. That's good. Who he is? I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Ced. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Rickey Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Rickey Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract. That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
I went ahead and pulled up what Rickey said too, and this is where I was starting to be like, okay, Katt, I understand you're going in on everybody, but please don't be lying now, okay? Don't tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil.
As Money Mike, not the Santa Claus. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there and to go on Shannon Sharpe's show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for. I guess when Katt Williams did it, they added the whole pimp twist to that character, which was actually a better decision and made it funnier. Because ain't no way in the hell I could have executed that role like that. And I'm glad that they made that decision and they put me in a Santa Claus role, which was actually perfect. So when I got back to LA, they said, hey, your role has changed. You're going to be the Santa Claus. And here's the Santa Claus suit. Put it on, and here's your lines. Sat in the trailer, went over the lines, went over my stuff with Cube, and the rest is history. Had no reason. I just want to clarify that. Had no reason to lie. And then there was no contract ever that in agreement with the first Sunday movie, because that was a whole different production directed by who just directed my Netflix special, David E. Talbert, about me playing Bernice Jenkins. That's something that David called me personally. David and Lynn are fans and have been fans of my work for a long time, and it was like, we want you to play Bernice Jenkins, and you know, and here you go. And that's what happened. And I went out there and shot that in one day, me and Red Grant, and that was a lot of fun. Right. And it had nothing to do with Katt Williams' contract or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect Katt. Definitely disappointed that you have to get on the air and explain something like this, but you know, a statement about Rickey Smiley is not funny. I've been sold out since 97.
That part.
Every single show I have done since 97, maybe not big arenas, but I pack up those theaters and have to add shows in comedy clubs. And between radio and all of that and raising a family, I'm comfortable with. What makes me sad, I don't like the way that made my kids feel. And that's why I'm not gonna, you know, go after him, because he has kids and family members and nieces and nephews also, and it hurts our family members and people that do love us when we say hurtful things about each other. So we want to wish Katt Williams the best or whatever. It ain't nothing but love over here. Just
right here, Rickey Smiley was saying, I could play more than just a woman in a dress, okay? I could also play a Santa Claus. Your kids have nothing to do with this. You feel me? Like, your kids have nothing to do with this. I understand that you do not like that your kids are like, oh my gosh, Dad, what happened? Da da da, blah 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 blah. But this, I mean, this at some point it just has to be. This is the field that we're playing in. This is the industry that we're playing in. No kids are involved. I'll roast you, you roast me. I'll talk shit on you, you talk shit on me. But I'm not gonna say nothing when it comes to your kids. You feel me? Like, I'm not about to insult your kids. So for you to be sitting up here and be like, my kid, shut the fuck up, okay? This is just us, you know, going back and forth talking shit. Toughen up.
Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Will there ever be another Comic View, Def Comedy Jam? Could that, in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares.
Oh.
Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate. Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in?
We got Tiffany Haddish. She been
Tiffany's the last one.
Doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip goofball?
Right.
Or do you
It
think
was a
that
script.
was already a script and they handed it to her?
I
It's
believe
up
it was
to
a
you,
script,
whatever you want
and they
to
handed it to
believe.
her. That's what I
I'm
know.
the
Okay,
introduction to Tiffany
they
Haddish
actually tried
in
for
the
me, and I was
movie
like, you know what? I'm not
School
even in that
Dance.
level in my life.
The clip for School Dance has been seen more times than the movie has.
And he now opening it up for, don't such and such open the gate. What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? Like, Comedy View did a couple disservices to comedy as well. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation. So they would tell the audience, when they get off stage, everybody get up and cheer. And so now the fact that I'm the only one out there going to get standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation. And that's not how comedy is.
You know what that's like? That's like the trophy for everybody. Like, your kid doesn't win or lose because everybody's accepted. Hell no. If my kid got just an acceptance trophy, I would let them know that doesn't mean you did good. That means they're just accepting the worst of the worst, and all of y'all are together. Well, that's what's going on with the uncles. Let me sip my tea, because I am not in it. I do not like to get into men's business, okay? I like to stay in my feminine energy and my feminine role. I don't like to get to judging men and what they doing, but I do like to expose their gossip, because y'all be all up in our fucking shit, acting like we're just out here starting drama, starting problems for no absolute reason. Nah, sometimes you gotta come to the internet and let motherfuckers know I'm not the one to be played with. Club Shay, I'm glad you got me here so I could go ahead and let them know what's up and what time it is. This ain't 97, boy. I'm out here. I be running games with these young boys, and I can run games with your ass. I have been the Just Case and Brand. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and drop down below what you think. Are you taking a side? Because, girl, I don't know if we should. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.